I'll be right back.
All right.
Hey.
TGIF.
I was just worried
Today we are
just-
going to be talking a little bit about probably one of the best sci-fi shows from the 60s. Not the best. Star Trek was the best. But Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
You should say it's the new TGIF. It's our first show. We do this.
Yeah. The episode, or the first episode, the pilot episode, aired in, I think, August of 64. It was a few months after I was born, but we do share the same age. I love this show. I was old enough by the time we got to season 4 to actually be watching it on television. And I did watch it on television. In fact, Anima and I watched yesterday the episode Werewolf, which scared the shit out of me. That scared the crap out of me. And of course, she noticed that, yes, it's more of a were-Pekingese than it is a werewolf.
Yeah, they don't look scary at all. But when you're an adult and you've seen some
it's for kids, you know.
It's a
the show really was for kids.
Yeah, well, it's awesome. I love it. You know that.
And I pointed out something interesting is that the episodes of Time Tunnel, Lost in Space, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. This is that one. All the shows, Land of the Giants, that he produced, on average, were $250,000 per episode, on average, and which was much higher than what Star Trek was, which was at its most expensive was $200,000. The submarines that were built for the film and for the TV series budget was $400,000. But at the $250,000, it's equivalent today of between $1.5 and $1.75 million per episode. The Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Land of the Giants, shit like that. Land of the Giants really pushed the envelope because, man, they had to have props every episode. These giant props, and it costs a lot of money. Star Trek, on the other hand, was kind of pushing it through. I mean, it was about $1 million an episode for Star Trek, but nothing compared to the stuff that this gentleman put out. Keith is here.
Yes.
Hey, and happy birthday.
I'm shocked.
Thank you, my friend.
I woke up and
seems like just 12 hours ago you and I were on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, that was 12 hours ago.
Yeah. Again, just happy birthday, buddy. It's a pleasure to be on with you and everybody else. So
now my official birthday is on Sunday, but
yes.
I thought we'd do it today instead of next week because it's just weird to do birthdays late. It's better to do them early.
Yeah.
And hey, Joe's Atmosphere did a $4.99 super chat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gerry. Happy birthday to you. Hail to you and yours, bro. Thank you, my friend. I hope you are able to jump in with us today. For that one, you get. Oh, wait, I need to pull this off here because I added this for this weekend. Here we go.
Pull on things, Gerry.
This one is for you. There you go. that was as much of it as I felt comfortable playing because I'm worried about YouTube being assholes. They really are.
That's the best, musical part. I wish they would do it live action, like on like a play of it, but they won't.
An actual Planet of the Apes musical?
Yeah.
I, for one, would never go see it, but it would make me laugh if it existed in the real world. It would.
And I keep in case I just realized I was muted the whole time. Whoops.
Whoops. It's sort of like this. There would be a greater chance, Wade, of me going to see Wicked than seeing a Planet of the Apes musical.
I actually kind of want to go see Wicked the play, to be honest.
No, I would go for Planet of the Apes. I would be compelled to see a musical. of the Planet
Unless
of
they
the Apes.
unless they put in that final statement
song.
where he cusses, then I would do it.
Hey, you really don't go see musicals, Martin?
No, I don't like musicals.
Martin
I
has
have
no
a
sense of timing, so he doesn't understand music.
fuck off. Not
I'm
your
just
fucking
saying,
tempo. I know.
I get most. No, I'm totally with you on most of them. The only one that I say yes to is Kitty Kitty Bang Bang, and
I do love that film, but I haven't seen that since 1972. It's the last time I saw it. 73. Sorry,
well,
73.
it's my favorite one. And
It was
then
playing on Christmas while I was at my aunt's house in Indiana. We got snowed in, and Dad put the TV in the kitchen for me so I could watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang on a little black
and
and white TV.
my other one would be Phantom of the Opera, but I musical. I don't know. To me, it's a musical.
Okay.
My daughter, it's so.
Allow me.
I
allow
went
me.
to see it.
Allow me.
I
But that
went
is
to
a
see it.
movie.
I went
That
to
is a
see it
movie.
live. Oh my God.
Sorry. Go.
I went to see it live back in the early 90s in Seattle, and the gentleman that played Benson was in it at the moment.
Robert
And then he got-
Guillaume.
Robert Guillaume, and then he got fired unceremoniously. And I believe absolutely it was racist. The reason he was fired because he was black. And they just felt like people were complaining. And I'm like, you racist motherfuckers. He was fucking awesome, dude. I had no idea that guy could sing. And
What
he
a-
can sing. And
is
but
he in?
I'm not a big fan of the musical. And I introduced my daughter to it by buying her the movie with Gerard Butler.
Butler.
And
Where in it?
my daughter fell in love with it. I got her the soundtrack so she could listen to it all the time. And I would drive her crazy because anytime he would start to sing, what is that song he sings to her, the Music of the Night thing? I would sing it off key on purpose really loudly and sing the wrong words. And she would yell, Dad, stop. You're ruining it.
You guys,
I
he's
said,
doing
if
it to
that
me
were
too. It's
true,
fucking
the
torture.
music would cease to exist after I did it. So I'm not ruining it, which is
No,
my
you just-
goal.
You're torturing people through music.
Wait,
Well, it's
he
just
Hey,
funny.
Pope.
Hey, Pope is here. We
Hey
got
guys,
Wade
how's
here
it
and
going?
Pope. Yeah,
Hey, I
pretty
didn't
good, man.
know. I never knew Gerald Butler was the Phantom in the movie, and I've seen it
That was him.
multiple times.
And then he did his
It
own
makes
singing
sense
in that.
now.
It's not really great, in my opinion, It's
good
raspy.
acting.
but it's a good production. Sadly, the young lady can sing in real life. The girl from
Anne Hathaway, yeah, she's good.
no,
No,
the
that's
young
Yeah.
lady
the wrong
in
movie.
Yes.
Phantom is the girl from the Irish
Oh,
family in
Emmy
Chicago.
Russell.
Yeah, I mixed that
She
one up.
in real life she can sing, but she did not sing her opera in that film. That was sung by somebody else and they dubbed it. And I thought that was kind of sad because she can actually sing. She has a really good voice.
You know who else I didn't know could really sing? Was what's the? It's the one that Anne Hathaway's in. I can't think of what the movie is.
Les
It's
Miserables.
another famous. Yeah,
Les Mis, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, a lot of
I
actors are
have-
surprisingly good singers.
I don't know if I ever told you this. It got lost. It was one of the things that was stolen and sold by my ex for money for drugs. I had a first edition. I just forgot his name. That wrote Les Mis.
Oh, the book.
Yeah, French author. Anyway, I had an original book of his poetry published in 1860 at leatherbound, and I kept it in an airtight case. And it was one of the items stolen and sold for drug money. And I don't know whatever came of it. But that was a prized possession of mine.
Oh my God. Grace is here.
Yeah, I give out some backdoor
Hey, we're
Hey,
going to put
Chris.
Chris in the Paul Lynn box.
I am here today because It's your birthday. Happy birthday. People dying everywhere. People living in despair. On your birthday. Happy birthday.
This is a birthday dirge. That is a very downtone fucking birthday wish that sounds like it should be a funeral dirge. So you're dead now.
The urge to dirge. Oh, where did
Thank
he
you.
go?
Oh, hey. Oh, we have a $20 super chat from my good buddy D. Bud Martin, the single hardest working wrench going on all of our shows. Just a wonderful, wonderful guy. Happy birthday, Gary. Welcome to the Sexagenarian Club. Thank you. One, I like to be 60 and having sex, so that really sounds good. We've been waiting
And the
for
sex
you.
is generic. So
It's very generic. Buy yourself some WD-40 so that the hinges on your back door will never be rusty. Look, WD-40 is just more lube, in my opinion. That's all it is.
No.
No.
Yes. And for him, I'm going to play it. I'm sorry, sweetheart. He's going to get another one of these great videos for our show tomorrow. Here it comes.
Dirty police.
I'm in charge of this man.
No longer, madam. He is now in the custody of the Ministry of Science.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Take your stinking paws off me.
One of the
you
best
damn
moments of
dirty
the
ape.
Do you want to know why they are arresting Charlton Heston there?
Because he went to the bathroom in public.
No, because he's the only one wearing no mask.
Oh.
Martin, I don't know why I allow you to be my friend. I just want to smack you now. I want to commit all kinds of violence. Again, I'm putting Chris in the Paul Lynn box. Chris stays in the Paul Lynn box. Rob Thunderheart is here.
Rob Thunderheart.
Thunderheart. What's my superpower? I have a bad heart. It beats like thunder. How are you doing, my brother?
Oh, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Happy you escaped the vagina day.
Yes. At Vaginal Bastille.
Jesus Christ.
So
Why am I
officially
doing
at
that?
11 o'clock Sunday morning, Central Standard Time, is my birthday, my actual physical birthday. But as you guys know,
okay.
Anima will not let me stream on Sundays because that is our day. The only two people allowed to talk to me on Sunday are Don Ecker and Julia Dye, Dale Dye's wife.
That's right.
And that's it. No one else is supposed to talk to me. So it's like, this is my time. Stop. You know, this is where she gets a little jackboot, like, you know, which, you know, doesn't surprise me as she's from Austria.
Oh, man.
And I'm shitting on my girlfriend. She's right next to me.
As we just see a hand come off screen and just
You're number one. You are so number one.
I win. So, I just heard someone else jump in.
Yes, Pat
Oh,
S.
it's my
is
good
here.
buddy Pat S. What's up, my friend?
Hey.
And he's not talking.
He's just here to.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Is he here?
Yes.
Muted?
Hey guys, I'm actually sitting outside of a Taco Bell. I had to get my nephew to drive me down here to tell Gary happy birthday. No, we lost power last night, dude. We had that windstorm come through South Louisiana and Texas. It kind of hit all along the Gulf Coast.
Wow.
But I said, like, oh man, I can't not say happy birthday. What a D move that would be.
Yeah.
So we went out to get some ice and stuff, and I said, hey, stop in front of this Taco Bell because they have power and let me and their internet's working, so I could get on real quick and say hello folks, and happy birthday, sir.
Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it, buddy.
No problem. Is this
I
the
do.
big 6'3"? You don't look a day over 58.
6'0".
6'0"?
6'0". Yeah, I'm officially hitting my 60s.
Wow. Congratulations. Is Keith going to buy you a razor for your birthday?
Thinking about it.
I think someone's going to hold me down and shave me if I don't shave soon. I just I've been in transition. I just haven't felt like shaving.
Dude, why don't
By
you
the way,
go back to
Craig
that?
Thomason says Austria Good eye, mate.
Jesus Christ. Mozart, guys, not kangaroos.
Hey,
Throw
by the
another
way,
shrimp on the
to let
bobby.
everybody know, Andre can't make it. He messaged me wishing me a happy birthday. So thank you, Andre. I deeply appreciate it.
Oh, right.
Tom will probably be swinging by, but Andre's in the middle.
Very
He's
well.
like got deadlines and doing a lot of writing right now, so he just can't do it. And I appreciate it. His friendship and Tom's friendship over the years is why we've gotten as far as we did. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And I also owe a lot to
right on.
Doomcock too. I was kind of hoping he might be able to make it, but with his show tonight, I doubt he will. Don't shave until after the POTA show.
The what?
The POTA show.
Whatever.
Prisoner? I don't know.
What is POTA?
It's probably an acronym for something.
Well, clearly. Thank you, Rod. There was no shit.
No shit, Sherlock.
Well,
Planet of the Apes.
Oh my God, Rod.
Oh, yes.
I expect shit like that from Martine.
See, Gary, I thought you were growing your beard
By the way-
in solidarity with Chris Gore, but that's not what he meant when he said he had a stroke. So.
No, I'm just simply I'm at my friend Lauren's right now, and so I'm in this like cubby hole right now, and all my shaving stuff is still packed, and I haven't been able to get it out. And I can't get it out, much less up. I'm 60 for God's sakes.
Wow.
Hey, they're not getting it out. They're getting
by
it
the
out.
way, I hate to point it out. By the way, I hate to point out to you that when you turn 60, that means you've completed 6 decades. Therefore, you are actually entering your 70s.
No.
You don't say that.
That's
Sorry.
not how it works.
Well,
this
that's no, what
AOC
he's
math?
saying is yes,
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. That you are now entering your decade into the 70s. It is true. It's actually
It is
correct.
the 7th decade. It's not the 70s. That's when you're
Yes.
actually past 70.
Yeah, but you're heading towards it. It's sort of, honey. It's you're not American, so shut up.
You've completed.
Wow, dude.
Part of trying to explain shit to you. I'm not. I'll explain shit to you till I die. In fact, that would probably be how I die, is explaining
You
something to her.
completed.
So you're admitted to be a mansplainer.
And for the
what is
women
that?
out there, mansplain means men explaining
No.
things.
Hey, Gap After Dark is here, has wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you, my friend. I see Penny is
Oh,
here. Lady V
Chief?
is here. Chief is here. Patrick, why isn't he on here?
In November
Yeah.
2023.
We got the Trek reviewer. Hi, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea was a good show. Yes, it was. It was, in my opinion, the second best sci-fi show of the 60s. Number one, of course, being Star Trek. And I brought this up before just to point out that the budgets on Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea were close to $500,000 by today's dollars, more than Star Trek episodes. The Star Trek episodes cost at the time $200,000 an episode on average. Oh, did we lose somebody? Who we lose?
I think we lost.
Patrick?
The one that was at
Yeah.
Toggle, right?
No.
So I'm trying to keep you in the center square there, Chris.
As long as I'm not the center square, that's fine with me.
Yeah, oh, sweet Jesus. They said HD cameras would be awesome. No.
HD cameras are only good if you're good looking.
Oh, wow.
Handsome, right? That's why they made fun of on Family Guy. I loved it when they made fun of Greta Van Susteren when they went to HD. It's like, sweet God, it's Skeletor. A year later, Dead Man Walking. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. A year later, after appearing in the movie Barbara Eden, went out to play her iconic role as the main titular character in I Dream of Jeannie. Another great show.
Hey,
A great
hello,
show.
happy
Hey, Patrick,
birthday.
how you doing? Thank you.
Good, real good.
I'm now a sexagenarian.
Well, I've been there for a couple of years, so you know
I
now
know you got me by a couple years,
the
but
whole
I'm
battle.
now in the club with you, though, man.
You're wow, wow.
Keith's not in the club with us yet.
He likes to have generic sex too.
Wow.
God.
Isn't that the best kind? Nobody wants to
Isn't
hear
that
about
the
it,
best
right?
kind? Missionary all the way.
He's just sitting there groaning the whole time. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, that's. I have a T-shirt for that. Whenever I'm making out, I'm too old for this shit.
Nice. I saw a meme the other day I wanted to send you because I know it's near your birthday. Well, it's just like, oh, did you wear BDUs? I was like, yeah, and I polish my boots every day. Patient is basically dead.
Yes. Hey, I also got some birthday wishes I wanted to share here on Twitter. Twitter was an asshole today. After I made sure to invite all you guys, Twitter suddenly, or X, decided I was spamming and shut me out.
It's actually,
Have you guys
they
had that happen?
changed the URLs. It's no longer twitter.com, it's x.com. They made me relog.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They didn't make me do that. It just switched over for me. But when I messaged everybody today, this afternoon, to make sure everybody got an invite to join, I suddenly got locked out. Said, you've been spamming. They made me go. I had to do 13 total proving I was a human tests, and it kept popping an error. Finally, I went to my phone, went on, it forced me to do a relog in, and then I took a 4-question, am I human? And then I was back in. The fucking Firefox was having a bitch today.
Damn void comp.
I couldn't use Twitter with Edge yesterday. After they made that change, I haven't tried it today.
Yeah, so
I haven't had a
hey,
problem, but I've been busy this morning, obviously.
yeah, you fucking gaming.
Wait, what?
I watched him for how long did I watch you for? An hour and a half, almost 2 hours watching you play that hockey game.
Yeah, because I was okay. To be fair, it was Okay, how do I say this?
I think I was in with Rod Thunderheart, right? Rod, you were there with me, right?
No, of course.
I opened everybody into the feed, but you two were the only ones.
I was just coming over to hang out with you because I had nothing else to do other than work.
I know.
But I will point out that I love my joke, and I'm always going to tell this joke. I went to a boxing match, and when we got to the second round, it broke out into a hockey match.
Well, they did build the original Boston Garden.
What? No,
This is from Parrot Head today.
Take that down.
Lego Human Centipede. Happy birthday, Gerry.
Take that down, please.
That's it, Parrot Head. I'm sending you the bill from my
of course,
therapist.
is from my good buddy Scribe Light. Posted that today. Good dude.
Love Scribe. He's awesome. Hey, listen, I would just want to drop by to say happy birthday. I got to go pick up my kids. It's the last week of school. My daughter's graduating high school, but so it's been
finally
crazy.
What is 15 years he's been in high school?
Jeez.
I don't want to say she's slow. But it took her 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes.
I'm getting a birthday wish from David Lynch. Here it comes.
Oh, God.
May Shai Hulud find his way to your back door.
Chris, thanks a lot, buddy. And I was teasing. I
Happy birthday.
Awesome,
see you later.
Congratulations on your graduating.
Thanks.
Whoa, Sax is getting frisky.
I gave you the key, Sax. Just come in.
You car.
And hey, Rambo's got a special message for me today.
Happy fucking birthday!
My back door is open 24 hours a day. Gap knows. Trust Gap.
I don't
his name is Gap.
Oh
my
Oh
no. Hey, what's this coming Tuesday show?
I wanted to do the Fall of Minneapolis with a use of force expert. So it's a documentary that's on YouTube, and it talks about the Chauvin case, the riots, all of that stuff. Because there's a lot of information that's leaking out, but I'm unable to line them up yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do Tuesday. So I've just difficult week, so I've been having trouble putting both shows together. So I will say on my morning coffee with the chief, I finally have the folks who were in Benghazi when the ambassador was killed coming on this week. It'll be a good show. So Boone was one of the quick response
I'm
guys.
friends with Boone, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'll mention that, but he's going to come on. And the other gal that wrote the book, Benghazi, Know Thy Enemy. It's really a case study of who was involved, who did it. And it's a little bit of a slog because it was like reading a case file from work when I was doing that stuff. But so I'm looking forward to him because I have a lot of questions about what's going on. So that will be a good show, but I haven't really nailed down Tuesday. If I don't do the Fall of Minneapolis this Tuesday, I'll do it next Tuesday, hopefully the 28th. But
that'll be good. I'm really liking some of the stuff you're doing shows on, and it's like normally I think the movies that I pick are always like I'll look at something you picked and I'll go, oh man, that's a better pick than mine this week.
I've been trying to like I did Lovely Bones, which was
I love that. Now I read the book before I saw the film.
It was great because it really came from the victim's perspective, and
yes.
I did Mystic River recently, which was another good one. Which is it wasn't really a cop drama; it was more crime, and the cop part of it wasn't the biggest part of the story. So, and this will be actually, other than what did we do? One of the first ones we did was The Onion Field. Which was not really a documentary. The Fall of Minneapolis is a straight documentary, so that would be the first time I did that. So it'll be interesting.
The Onion Field, though, is really, I would put it as not my favorite Sam Peckham. I mean,
Wamba, yeah,
Joseph Wamba stories, but I consider it probably one of his best written stories.
Well, obviously that
movie, absolutely an Oscar film.
Yeah, it's obviously it's nonfiction. There's only so far you can go with fiction to dramatize the story, So, and it really was a story about post-traumatic stress and how his partner Hedinger, who survived, that was really a big story about that. And surprisingly, I did watch The Fall of Minneapolis already. A lot of the cops in there, they talk about the post-traumatic stress they had after the Chauvin situation, particularly as they got targeted, and their lack of support from leadership. So it should be good because it's a story that doesn't get told. And I read the book They're Lying was from a news reporter that I'm going to do that on my other show, Briefing with the Chief, as well. And that will be good too because it goes into much more detail about the autopsy, goes into detail about how the state built that case against Chauvin to make sure there was absolutely no way he could get an acquittal, and they did methods that I think would probably cause the case to be overturned. So, we'll see how that goes as it gets into the federal level because that's where it'll be. But so I thought, well, let me try a documentary. So I just lined it up. So the 28th, definitely. I still got to figure out this Tuesday. I might have to do a rerun if I don't get anything done today, but.
By the way, is Sarah Adams coming on too?
Yeah, Sarah Adams is coming on with Boone.
He's also a friend. I met them together because they're partners. And
yeah, they are. Yeah, I didn't want to ask them that, but I got that.
No, they're not partners.
No.
They're writing partners and very good friends.
Okay,
and,
got
it. Because I've teased them. I said Sarah and David sitting in a tree.
Yeah.
SNIPING.
Yeah.
Guess who's here?
Did you do big?
Happy birthday, Gerry.
There he is, the one, the only, Tom Connors.
Yay! Thought I'd stop by and say hi since you said it was your birthday.
Jam Master Tom.
Birthday. And Tom, by the way, if you've never met Patrick, this is Patrick, Chief Patrick Jordan.
Hello, how are you?
Retired chief of the Sheriff's Department of Los Angeles. He does our Tuesday show, Morning Coffee with the Chief. And he does some really great breakdowns of classic cop films and TV shows.
Yeah.
So, and he gets some great guests on. He's getting ready to have, because I've had Boone and Sarah on a couple times now, and they're just an awesome team. What I'm trying to do is get Boone to game with me, because he plays Call of Duty, and I want to play some Call of Duty with him. He's a gamer.
Okay.
In fact, we talked about the fact that in the previous game of Call of Duty during the campaign, there is a Benghazi scene. It's somewhere else, but it is clearly based on Benghazi. And he said, "Yeah, I had a blast playing it."
Well, he knows you from Pop Culture Minefield, so I can mention that, right?
Yeah.
And he'll
Yeah,
know the
Dangerous
context,
Military
right?
Nerds, Pop Culture Minefield.
Okay.
In fact, I'll probably email him here shortly, just to say, "Hey guys, I'm excited you're going to be on with my buddy the Chief." So
yeah, I didn't mention that to him. So I do push the channel when I can. I did commentary. I was asked to speak about the state prison system and what they call the Norway model. It's now the California model, and it's not going to work. But on TNT radio, and so they've started. They used to not talk about my shows. They just say commentator, and now that both they're out front with both of them. So they pushed your show. They pushed the show on KGRA. So
that's good. That's good. That's good. Because I'm really good friends with them, and I do the show with them on Monday. I do the show on KGRA, Dark Matters Radio with Don
I saw
Eckert.
that.
And Don and he lists me as his co-host, so I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll be your Ed McMahon.
You bet, sir.
You know,
I did a movie with Ed McMahon in it. It was the incident. It was this is the one.
I know the film. Yeah,
he's in it. He's the dad who's got the little kid, and he's holding on to the little kid with his wife, and he's. I was stunned. I had not seen him in an acting role until that film. So
man. So, man, I'm really looking forward to that. Tomorrow, Tom and I are doing Planet of the Apes.
The original, or
the 1968 version is the only one I would ever do.
Okay.
I got to be honest with you. I enjoyed the sequels, but I will never do a show on any of
What's
them.
the famous
only
quote?
one.
Get your hands off me, you stinking ape! Is that the?
Get your filthy
stinking paws off me, you damn
dirty ape.
Yeah. Okay, all right, I got it
Here,
wrong.
Just in case you want to hear it again.
Police.
I'm in charge of this man.
No longer, madam. He is now in the custody of the Ministry of Science.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
That's it.
Right, fucking scene. Plus, I have this.
Shut up, you freak! Surely your shoe. I said shut up!
It's a madhouse! A madhouse!
I swear to God, you could fit a softball into Charlton Heston's mouth.
No, I think I'll call
I believe he had an unhingeable jaw.
Why does he always act like he's got to take a shit?
That's James Mason. That's James Mason.
Does man still make war against himself?
It looks like this. One of my favorite lines is from the will do. Gregory Peck stops by the cow hands, the ranch hands room right before sunup to leave. He's leaving, so he's going to go confront Heston. He goes, "I thought I'd come by and say goodbye." And he goes, "I have an idea of a different kind of goodbye." And Heston goes, "Oh, okay." So they go out there and they have one of the longest fist fights in film history. The only one that beat it at the time was John Wayne and Victor McLaughlin in The Quiet Man. And they have this fist fight out there. Finally, by the end of this fight, they're exhausted. They're on the ground. They can't get up, and they just sort of look at each other. And then finally, Heston goes, "You sure take a long time to say goodbye."
Is that the same one with Burl Ives and
Yes,
yeah,
Burl
so he
Ives
has
delivers that line. Told you to do it, but you didn't
and
listen.
who was his son now? I'm losing. It's
Chuck
another tall
Connors.
guy. Yeah, that's it. Chuck Connors. That's it. Yeah.
Chuck Connors. 2 Chucks in that movie.
No relation. I get asked all the time.
No, I have always kind of thought you were, but oh well.
No relation to Tom Connors, stomping Tom Connors either. So no.
And this
I
one's
always
for you,
wondered that.
Tom. It really is.
Not only that, they know that
Oh, yeah.
joke is so good, they let it play for like 3 minutes and don't stop. It just
Yep.
goes and goes and goes and gets better the whole time. As soon as they hit that bit there with the taco song, you're like, fuck yeah. Or not taco, what's his name? The other guy. Who did Rock Me Amadeus?
Falco.
Oh,
Falco. I was thinking the other guy. Yeah, Falco. Yeah, like that is
Who
the
was
best bit.
not that big of a hit here in the U.S., but he's huge in
Huge
Germany.
overseas, yeah.
And they've made
Even
2
has like
movies about it.
biopics. Yeah, I was just gonna say Andre sent me
2
both
movies.
biopics, I think.
And
You
they
do not
both films
understand
go
how
into the
important
drug
Falco
problem
is
that he
here.
had. He had a
It's like,
nose.
yeah, but he's like a joke here, yo. It's like
I love Falco personally. I thought he was
I
great.
like it.
Guys, you have
He's
no
known
idea
as the
how
one-hit
crazy
wonder.
Austria is for Falco and how proud we all are for him to make it that big worldwide. Everybody.
I like Falco myself.
I don't like everything he does, but the one.
You know
the
what
one
screwed
thing I
him
like. What?
here in the
Drugs and
U.S.?
alcohol. Oh.
You guys know? No, what screwed his career was that other band released his song in English.
Yeah.
Before he got to release
Yeah.
his song.
The
in the US.
Commissar.
The Commissar.
Commissar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
And the thing that sucks is because both versions got released around the same time, they both failed. Even though it's on my top of the 80s hits. I love both versions. The
Yeah,
German
After
and
the Fire.
Yeah, and that was their only song.
Yeah, I was the only hit they had. But I like The Sound of Music by Falco. His song Kiss of Kathleen Turner was kind of weird, but also kind of fun.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, geez. He made this big production video for his the song The Sound of Music. And it's supposed to be his big return, and it looked like they spent a lot of money on it. And the song
nothing happened.
song just basically rip. But hey, it looks good.
So I wanted to go back to talking about Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Yes.
'Cause I brought it up before you jumped on, Tom, that one of the interesting things to me in the 1960s, the best sci-fi show, of course, is Star Trek. But Twilight Zone's right up there with it. And then comes Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, followed by Land of the Giants, and then Lost in Space. Season 1, Lost in Space.
Danger,
really
Will
good.
Robinson. Yeah.
Season 1 was really solid sci-fi. It's after that it got kind of clunky.
Yeah.
And it sort of happened too with Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, because by the time they got to the 3rd season, they had run out of plot line. And so they just started doing Monster of the Week shit. And it got even worse in season 4, which is what killed the show.
Yeah.
At that point, then only kids were watching it, like me, because I started watching at the end of season 3. Because I was old.
Hey,
enough to
boss,
watch it.
you have a felicitation here from Wolverine 626.
Oh, thank you, my dear friend. Thank you.
And Snowdub. What?
Snowdub's here. What's up? Read by Nature's here. Sean Etep is here.
Hey,
Etep for Slasher Fred. Slasher Fred, if you didn't see, Greg from Fanzine and I are going to be doing a new show on Thursdays, once a month, called, and I need to talk to Tom about this because I want him to recreate the song. 80s Fright instead of 80s Night. And Tom did the recording of 80s Night for us, for Greg and me. So I want to, ask you,
sing
Tom.
it as Vincent Price?
Oh, you do it any way you want to.
No, I don't.
I just think it'd be funny to do it again because I love the one you did for us when I asked you for that, and he started. It's really funny. We didn't use it because I felt weird sharing it with Greg, so I'm like, no, I'll just let Greg have that. But I still have my original copy of it, and I keep it around just for shits and giggles. But it's awesome having that, and we're going to start doing it on the 30th as our first episode. We're doing Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Fun movie.
Yes.
I've met those guys.
Well, you know, I'm friends with one of them.
Oh yeah.
And I've been trying to get him on for a while, and I'm gonna fight.
I have reached out to two of the Kyoto brothers, and the thing is, they say they won't do anything unless you can get all three of them to do it. And
that's what it is,
bitch, to get them all at the same time in the same place. But
so what I may end up doing is getting my buddy Sandy Calora, because he's worked with them. He's mutual friends, and get him to come on, him and his wife, or I'm sorry, girlfriend, not wife.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sandy. Sandy's a great effects guy. He, of course, is a very good director. And of course, one of my favorite fan films ever made was directed by him, Batman Dead End. And it is the best Batman film ever made, in my opinion. Best costume, too.
Yeah.
And now he's putting out, I think, 1/6 scale Batman figure.
Yeah. It looks great.
Oh, also, as far as his other films that he's done, incredible miniature work. His girlfriend is as good an artist as he is.
Mm-hmm.
She is incredible. That's why I want to get both of them on to talk about what they do with the industry and how they feel about being independent creators now. Because, you know, Sandy's got his own YouTube channel. They got some Killer Clown from Outer Space Funko Pops, 1 for $5 and a deluxe for the $10. Pretty cool. That's a great movie. Absolutely is great. Anima hated it, but I love that film. It's the killer popcorn and the killer candy. What do you call it? Cotton candy.
Yeah.
Well, the popcorn.
Everything
was
is
fun,
deadly.
But, I don't know.
I love that absurdist humor of that show because you cannot go into that show prepared to take it seriously. They're fucking clowns from outer space that are deadly. Exploding nose and everything. I love that film. And I'm looking forward. Greg and I, you know, we've been friends for years, and we did some stuff together, and then it's been over 2 years since we've streamed together. And I'm like, we got to do something because I love talking horror, man. I will talk horror and horror sci-fi all day long. And if Tom's free, we got to get him on with us just for shits and giggles. But he's probably the busiest guy in all of this community.
Yeah, he is.
Tom. And with the least talent.
To back off on things, but try anyway.
I just shit on you. Did you hear me?
You're
the busiest in the industry with the least talent.
That's true. It is true. I mean, if you heard some of my music.
I love your music, dude. That new stuff you're doing with the AI is just killing me. That fucking I Can't Scratch My Ass song you did.
I thought of you the whole time with that one.
Did you? You fucking dick.
Wow.
Also, Anima hasn't heard it yet?
No, I don't think so. Get it.
We can fix that.
Here. Yeah. Anima, this is a song that Tom made while thinking about me.
Okay.
Shaking around on the floor. I just can't take it no more. I can't reach an itch. And it's itching like a son of a bitch. I really need to learn to wipe. But I'm just not the type. So I'll continue to roll and roll. Cause I can't reach the edge on my bottle. Oh, I just can't reach it. I've tried damn near everything. I stick the broom, a coat hanger, even a fork on a string. I just can't seem to get the fucking spot. I know it seems odd, but this happens a lot. I really need to learn to wipe. But I'm really not the type. Man, this this itches like a son of a bitch. Cause I can't scratch my crusty starfish.
Oh, God.
I love Keith's response.
So raunchy.
Gerry, you understand you're
I need to go watch my
ruining the
Swiss
chief's
now.
image, right?
Happy birthday. You got $25 happy birthday.
Oh, what? Oh, Magitech Mags is here.
Yep, and she gives 5 membership.
Who did she gift them to?
Oh, she doesn't choose
Oh,
that. YouTube does.
Sean Estep, Snow Dub, Release That by Kraken, and Awesome LQ3.
Absolutely fantastic,
No,
Mags.
LQ3.
I love her. She is such a sweetheart.
I wish you could have been here, Max. I really do.
I do
It's
too.
been so long.
Happy birthday, Gerry. I hope all the back doors are closed for you on this special day. All joking aside, I hope you have a wonderful day and wish you many more birthdays. Thank you, dear heart. We love you. I love you. You're just wonderful. And for you, I'm going to let me find a special video just for her. Maybe one I haven't played. Yeah, here you go. This one's just for you, Mags.
Fuck you too.
I think I dated her. Not Megs, that thing in the video.
Okay, I think we all need to know the truth about this statement.
Well, everything in that song is something he said to me.
Oh my God, that song is an actual conversation with Gerry. True story.
He's like, I'm shaking around on the floor. I can't take it no more. I'm like, you're rhyming. You don't realize it. I'm writing a song out of this, by the way.
Hey, that's Wolfing
like,
in the
I really
chat.
need to learn to wipe.
Learn to wipe. Hey,
I wouldn't have such an itchy fucking butthole.
And my butthole itches so
No,
bad.
I'm kidding, of course. I'm kidding. We love Gerry. He takes so much crap, but he gives so much crap. So
I give so much crap, dude. So many people. Das Wolfen, thank you, my friend. Wish you were here with us. Happy birthday. I deeply appreciate all you guys' wishes. It's very nice. I'm turning the big 60. I'm now officially a sexagenarian. Yes.
On Sunday, yeah.
I have generic sex. Generic. I think that Voyage of the Sea may have been an inspiration for those underwater movies and TV shows like Cameron's The Abyss. I have no doubts that it was also served as an inspiration to Spielberg's series, Sequest.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Underrated show, by the way. I remember watching that.
Yes, criminally underrated.
It's definitely inspiration because the admiral, being the designer of the ship, I mean, it pretty much was Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea with a different
Admiral
set of
Harriman Nelson,
Yeah.
head of the Nelson Science Institute.
Yep.
Now say it like Charlton Heston.
Admiral Harriman Nelson, head of the Nelson Scientific Institute. You know, there's a guy who has really interesting speech patterns, like Christopher Walken, William Shatner, and Heston. Gregory Peck's another one. But man, oh man, Heston had a delivery. Always gritting his teeth, baring his, not gritting, but baring his teeth when he was delivering a line. My favorite Mark Antony speech scene of all the films and TV versions I've seen is Heston's version that came out in 1972. Romans, citizens, countrymen, you know, lend me your ears. That speech, that famous speech, really, really one of my favorites. In my opinion, outshone Marlon Brando in his version. It was in the 60s. Wow. And I'm not a big fan of that version.
There you go. Deleted scenes.
What the heck? Deleted? My God, man. Sorry I can't join you live as I'm booked on live streams set up weeks ago. You once said, quote, you have a voice, you should use it, end quote. 2 years and 2154 subscribers later, I'm still here. Thank you for the push. Happy 60th, Gerry. Look, man, I push my friends. if I feel like they should do things. I did the same thing with. I've
You'll
tried to
also
do it
kick
with
them
Martin.
when they're down too.
It's part of the job.
Hey, pushing your friends
God
occasionally
forbid there's
includes off a
sand, you'll
cliff.
kick that in your face.
No compliment shouldn't be given without it being backhanded, in my opinion. I think even my daughter learned that when she was a kid. I looked at her one day. I said this to her. She will tell you. I said this to her. I said, baby, I don't know how you're so beautiful. It's such a big nose. You got my nose. So she's like, put her hand over her face. She goes, Dad, you're beautiful. You are beautiful.
I'm just glad
For a
Gerry
big
doesn't
nose
give me
girl.
compliments.
Sorry, I can't. You beg for enough compliments. I don't have to.
I don't. Fuck you.
So I'm glad you're doing as well as you are, Deleted. You're just a fantastic voice out there. Yes, it's true. You look like an old lesbian when you come on camera, but I love you, dude. I love you, and you are one of my favorite people, and you know that. I'll hop on streams when he's doing one if I'm free. I love Deleted. Good dude. You don't meet guys like him very often that aren't gay. And
oh my God,
I can't stop. I'm sorry, Deleted.
Candid.
It is just the thing I do. I'm so sorry. I love you, Deleted. $60, dude. So Mags gave us 25, and now Deleted is giving us $60. Boy, I better come up with a porn video or something for that.
Oh no! Please, just.
Oh, here's one of my favorite moments for the new Ghostbuster film. Oh, she didn't get her kiss. Let's see what else we got.
Please don't punish us, Gerry, because people are throwing stripper money at you.
You didn't catch
That's
that
not
line
us.
from Ghostbusters?
Yeah, that would have been a great line.
No
What,
kiss.
No kiss.
And she shoves his ass out the door. And then Rick Moranis locks himself out of his apartment again.
By the way, just to let you know, this is where I stood on that. That girl shouldn't have been a girl. It should have been an older man, because she's lost her grandfather, doesn't have a dad figure. And so having a ghost finally push her towards, what's his name? The guy that never ages, to be her stepdad, would have been a better payoff emotionally for the story. It would have made more sense.
Yeah, because she killed her parents, for fuck's sake. I mean,
yeah. So what a terrible character. But
it
anyway,
was just poorly executed. It is one of the lesser of the films. I watched it again. It didn't hold up as much on a second viewing. Of course, it's been tainted now by everybody's bitching about it.
You know what? There are parts of it I really like, though. The other thing that pissed me off is we only get 3 scenes with the Ghostbusters, and that was a mistake.
Well, there's so much that's clearly left on the cutting room floor from the trailers and stuff.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous that they did that. I don't know what was up with that stuff.
Take me home tonight.
Hey, does Morning Coffee with Keith have any good videos in it? I'm looking for some good videos.
Yeah.
Hey,
go ahead.
Wade has to go. So
Bye, Wade.
Bye, Wade.
Oh, bye, Wade. Take care, buddy.
Bye, Wade.
Take care, Wade.
Hit me up again when you're
left.
gaming and streaming. I'll jump on with you.
I probably have to get going here pretty soon too.
All right, here we go. For your $60, I will give you all 3 of these videos. All right.
Well, whatever helps you sleep at night, bitch.
Well, about time for me to be hitting the old dusty trail. I like your hat. Can't get out that way.
I like your hat. And let's go with this one.
Hello. Hey, Brian, it's me. I got a question for you. Herbert and I are playing categories. Would you count NyQuil as a beverage? No, right?
No.
Yeah, not gonna fly, old man. Thanks, Brian.
Oh, that is bullshit.
Hey, we have a super chat from our Muslim uncle.
Oh, Muslim uncle. Thank you, my brother. good to see you. Our Muslim uncle gave us $4.99. Happy birthday, Gary. Love the barbarian birthday dirge. Hail, panel, and chair. Yeah, I wish Chris could have stuck around longer. I love Chris so much, man. He's another one that I push a lot and support what he's doing. I do. I love what he's doing. And I hope eventually he gets to come back to do a show. Now, he won't come back to Tuesday because the Chief took that one. But we don't have a show on Wednesdays right now. And to get him back on Wednesdays would be awesome. Because I always liked what he was talking about, man. Special effects, man. Sci-fi and special effects. And here is, wait a minute. Do I want that one or do I want the, wait a second.
Urge?
I want to get one that really good for him. All right, here we go. This one's for you, Muslim Uncle.
It's Lee Majors, the $6 million band. Is there a back way out of this place?
There you go. And also another great classic Ghostbusters scene.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
There you go. Classic film. Lenny, you will save millions of registered voters.
Wait a minute, I'm a voter. Isn't he supposed to lie to me and kiss my butt? I always loved that line in part 2.
You know what? Patrick brings Gary's porn with fat bottom girls. You brought that up, and it's funny because I had Queen Live Killer, the double album set, and I was listening to it really low in my room. And my dad, I don't know how he did it, got to my door before I heard him and popped in during Fat Bottom Girl. And he took that album and took it out to the trash can, the big dumpster, and threw it in there.
No way.
And after he went to bed, I climbed out there and got it, and I gave that. I've had that my whole life, that album. Well, since I was 12. And I gave that to Zoe. She has my double album, Queen Live Killer.
Still smells like your trash.
Still smells like the dumpster. But yeah.
I was hoping for a better ending, like your dad fell in love with Queen that night or something.
Well, you know, have I told you what he did when I put up the Farrah Fawcett poster where she's sitting in that, she's wearing a bikini, and it's like a champagne glass seat. She's sitting in it. And that was on my wall. And he tore it off my wall. I won't have porn on my walls. I'm like, she's fully dressed. So I went and got the single gayest Dukes of Hazzard poster I could find of John, which I don't remember which Duke he was, where he had his pants, his thumbs were in his pants, and it was pulled down to his pelvic region. And I put that on my wall, and Dad was like, better. And I went, it's gay. And you're okay with that.
You should be looking at men, son.
I want you looking at men, real men. I'm not talking about
like
those
Liberace.
sissies. I'm talking about gonna tear the bark off a tree trying to cling on for dear life gay.
Okay, we have Peter Maxman's fan site wishing you a happy birthday.
A Merry Christmas too, huh?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Thank you very much, Finkman's girl. We love you. Glad you're here. Yeah, my dad did some fucked up shit to me as a kid, dude. And like, I'm 15 years old and we're watching this movie. And my dad says the most fucked up thing to me. Gina Lola Brigida is on when she was younger. And he goes, man, I remember her. I'd eat a mile of shit just to see where it came from.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm 15. Like, what the fuck did you just say to me? My dad. I love my dad. He was fucked up. See, and did you hang that Bo Duke poster on your back door? No, it was over my desk. The back door is for my.
His door swings both ways.
It swings. Tom's right.
Oh.
I think one of the most important things, Tom, is the true sign of somebody who's comedic is somebody that can dish it out and take it.
Absolutely.
You can't be a good comedian and have a soft vagina. You've got to be able to take the jokes.
Soft
and
wet,
I
maybe,
like it when my friends shit on me. It's always been one of my favorite things.
We don't need to hear about your sex parties. Though.
Yeah, sex parties.
I was gonna say, usually you have to pay extra for that.
Yeah. But on that note, I do
free
have
in
to
the
run,
army,
Gerry.
though.
Yeah,
I
true.
do want to say happy birthday again.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Hopefully, you have many, many more. Even though you're getting older than shit. Well, now you're like a senior citizen. I can make fun of you.
No, 5 more years. I have 5 more years. Then you can
You
say
can get to use. You can still use the senior discount already. I think.
Yeah, it's different. It's 55 at sometimes. It's 62 at
Yeah.
other places. 60 as others.
Well,
you know, you don't have
that
to wait.
plus my veteran status gets me free meals
There you go.
now and again. But you know what? I still tip the servers. Don't be an asshole.
It's good.
You get those discounts, pay it back for these servers because they put up a lot. Gary's favorite song, Lola the Kinks. I've always loved that song, but I always knew there was something wrong with it, even as a kid. Like, what is he? I'd ask my brother that, like, what did that mean? Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You'll figure it out.
Someday you'll learn, son.
Tom, did you watch Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea?
Trying to remember if I've seen it or not. I'm gonna say maybe I've seen it at some point, but I don't remember.
I always loved it, and it's just one of those great sci-fi shows. And again, I wanted to point this out. Each episode of one of his shows, what is his name? Help me, Irwin Allen.
Yeah,
Irwin Allen. His shows cost, as normal, $250,000 an episode, which is equivalent to $1.5 million today.
Wow.
And your stat fetish is gross. Is that right? Thanks, Lauren. Lauren is shitting on me now. So she wrote me a note.
That's
Well, we have this one too, so there's
Gerry's
consensus.
you. So
that's a special kind of subset. That's animal poo.
Yeah. So, but before you go, I wanted to say, it's $250,000 an episode for his shows, like Land of Giants, Lost in Space,
right?
And they all shot over at 20th Century Fox, which ironically you would see props travel between shows, so they were saving money that way. In fact, you'd even see stuff go from their shows to Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You would see Lost in Space and Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea props over on Batman occasionally, because it being shot on the Fox backlot. But for some reason, though, the sub effects were one of the most. I mean, by itself was $400,000, which is equivalent to $2.2 million, if I'm doing the math correct in my head, to build just the ships for Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. And they had an 18-foot prop, the full sub. They ended up building different version for the TV show eventually, because when they started the TV show, they kept the one that was used in the movie, which came out in '62, and it had the Stingray front, but they drooped down like dog ears slightly. Whereas when they finally built the new model that premiered at the end of the first of the second season, the wings went out. The Stingray wings went out, and you could actually see a clear line in it for tilting, even though it never did. They never showed it on camera because they couldn't figure out how to keep it in the water and not sink it if they put that in there. And the only thing that made no sense on it was that, and the fact that they put, what's it called on subs? I just forgot the name of it. The rudders, the forward rudder. They put it up on the conning tower, which makes no sense if they got wings down below. You only need one set of wings.
But that was actually how we were building our nuclear boats at the time. If you look at everything from the skipjacks all the way up,
everything is based on a real sub. They used no engineering. An engineer didn't design it. They didn't want it to engineeringly make sense, but they based the basic design off of the nuclear subs of the time. And that's why when you look at where the conning tower is and all of that, and the conning tower, because most subs had the forward fins. Like if you go to the Typhoon class for the Russians and you go to other countries, they put them on the body.
We were the only,
not the U.S.
Yeah, we were the only ones who put the Fairwater planes up on the conning tower for whatever reason.
I don't understand it, to be honest with
And
you.
even
But
we stopped
I
doing
will
it.
say this: the conning tower on American subs sits farther forward than other subs of the period. And so I think that's why, because it's so far forward, it can do that. Because on the sub, and I showed Anima on the Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea sub, this area is living quarters. This area is behind it is weapons. And this area behind it is engineering. And that's actually how a real sub is broken up too. And so I don't know. I love the design of the Sea View. It's a great ship. So, but anyway, Tom, I know you're wanting to get going, buddy. I don't want to hold you up. I deeply appreciate you showing up, man. You are one of my closest friends, and it means a lot.
See you tomorrow, Tom.
Same bat time, same Tom channel.
Hasta mañana.
Yeah, we'll be talking Planet of the Apes. So that's
L's to the yeah. I'm going to have some more videos. Plus, did you ever watch that documentary that came out a few years ago?
Which one?
Making Apes.
Making Apes.
Making.
If you don't have it, Martin, send it to Tom.
Okay.
I might have it.
I think if you've not seen it, you need to see this.
I got the old.
I imagine you
AMC
have
one
seen
with
it.
Roddy McDowell.
Because that one came out in '98, and I've seen it too, and I
Okay,
thought that was wonderful that before he died we got that. That was really nice because he had cancer when he made that.
Yeah.
And no, back in around 2020, they made another one for a special edition, and it is a really good one that talks about the effects and how the apes were made and how basically, if not for what they did in that film, we wouldn't have Rick Baker or Rob Bottin. That's
Sure,
what.
Yeah, check. I don't think I've seen that, so yeah, send that to me.
Yeah, Martin, send it to him, would you, buddy?
Awesome.
So,
I'll try.
Okay, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right, sounds good. All right,
I'm going to move.
guys.
You bet, man. So there we go. Patrick is now in the Paul Lynn chair. Monkey Jeebus is here.
Yes, he is.
Monkey Jeebus, Gary's backdoor bash. Wings down below. What is this tampon talk? All right. So it's the MeTV lineup. Yes, actually, every once in a while they'll air Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea on.
Oh,
MeTV.
look. Here is a link to it on YouTube. And I cannot see it.
And there is my good buddy.
I'm so happy you made
Yeah,
it.
the
Zach.
problem with the YouTube copy is it is for specific regions. If you're not within that region, you don't get to watch it. So Martin couldn't see it and Anima couldn't see it. So I had to get a copy of it for him. So they're able to watch it. And it's a very good film. If you've never watched it, watch that movie. If you love Planet of the Apes, that film's important. And they pretty much go into it that basically, if not for this film, the future of special effects makeup wouldn't have gone the direction it did. Dick Smith would have probably been the end of it. And Dick Smith is best known for The Exorcist and for the 100-year-old makeup that he put on Dustin Hoffman for Little Big Man.
Been here for
Remember
a minute.
that film,
Keeps talking
Patrick?
about Dick. So
God, you sound like some old gangster. What the
I
fuck,
wish.
dude?
I wish I was a gangster. I just sound old. So I can't talk, obviously.
You still don't have your voice back.
No, it's actually getting worse. So
what is going on, buddy?
I am a question of science right now. They're just getting lots of testing done, but no answers. So yeah, but I couldn't miss saying happy birthday to you, dude. So I really appreciate you. And yeah,
Well, you are an important person in my life. You're one of the other people I push to do what you do, and you have an amazing channel. And I always got worried about you though when you were showing all those Pacific and Band of Brothers videos. I'm like, oh man, you're gonna get ganked, dude. Please be careful.
Yep. You warned me. You tried to.
But it still pushed you. And look at your numbers now because of it.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's a ballsy move. It was a ballsy move.
Yeah, it was.
And imagine that from a Canadian.
True, that's right. And so I can't really get too much with the healthcare stuff because Trudeau's going to have me killed if I do that, right? So with they're going to send me to MAID. I don't want to die.
You to become an American.
I think they'll put you down.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I wish I could answer. I don't know what's going on though, but yeah.
Hey, Zach, did you watch Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea?
No.
Man, I wish more people would watch this damn show. What a great show. I grew up on it. That and Star Trek. Or the Lost in Space, Star Trek, and Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea were three main shows. Later, my favorite Martian. I started watching my favorite Martian once I developed kind of a sense of humor around age 6. So I was like getting into that show. I'm like, oh, this is a great show. My dad says, it's already off the air. And I'm like, oh.
Nice. Thanks, Dad.
You've had this kind of humor since you were 6. It didn't change.
It started kicking in right around 6 because I remember some of the things I did when I was 6 that I thought was funny. That really wasn't because it was mean.
So you're 64, Gary?
60.
64, I thought.
No, I was born in 60.
I got, never mind. Math, it's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Canadian math. I was already making fun of it earlier when Mike asked for it. I said, it's sort of a Canadian high noon at 3 o'clock.
Sorry, Gerry.
All right, buddy, take it easy on your voice, man. Thank you for stopping in, man.
But I won't ruin your show with my voice anymore, but I love you, Gerry.
I love you too, man.
Later, guys. I'll be in the chat.
All right. And no shitting. I'm really fucking worried about him.
This has been going on for so long.
This has been going on for a while, and his voice is not getting any better. Tony!
Happy birthday!
Well, thank you.
That was Frosty the Snowman, or a very poor interpretation of it. But yes, happy birthday, brother! I came as soon as I could.
And I said, "Ooh, you came."
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Why?
Happy fucking birthday!
He came. Birdman, get your sweet ass over here. Hey, you get
Man,
that?
There has been so much innuendo that Keith just surrendered. He quit it. He isn't reacting anymore.
I will play this video because I don't play it enough. Hey guys, don't forget to click that like, subscribe, and notification button. We appreciate you watching the show. Now, back to it. Yeah, back to it.
All right.
So anyway, Keith, you got any? Are you even there anymore? Did he just like leave?
I'm here. I'm back.
Okay. You want to talk a little bit about Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, man?
Yeah. First, a little fun fact here. 1966 was a great year for
second season.
Yes. But it's also the year that Irwin Allen had 3 of his shows broadcasting at the same time. And that is an incredible feat for anybody to have 3 shows on at the exact same time. And that was Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Lost in Space, and The Time Tunnel. That would happen only one more time in 1968. Time Tunnel only
Land of the Giants.
Yes. And replacing Land of the Giants would replace Time Tunnel because that only lasted 1 year. But you are also entering the final season of Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea and Lost in Space at that time. The thing about Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, first of all, my personal thing is I think, one of my first adventure shows when I was little. I'd always remembered the show being just filled with mystery and adventure. And it was one of the quote unquote safer shows to watch. You could easily watch that with your entire family. And I think the show right now is running on YouTube for free. There is a Lost in Space channel that you can watch, and like it's broadcast. They just keep running episode after episode after episode, and I think they're running them all in order. So if you ever really want to sit down and watch this, it's a great show to watch. But Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea was really just the beginning of a massive television universe. Although, you know, with that show, it also began the whole thing of having shows actually set in the future a little bit. Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, when it premiered, was actually set in, I think it was 1983 or 84. And same thing with all the rest of the show. It's the Comic Relief Crusader.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, guys. Happy birthday.
I think you took me serious when I said it was Canadian High Noon.
Yeah, it was.
True. Thank you, Mike.
Well, I got shit to do. Jeez. Yeah, happy birthday, man.
I got a live.
So you're 25 out here. Yeah, there you go. See, that's
he is 25 and holding.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, granted, he's been
I'm
holding
2
it
+ 1.
for 40 years. But.
Yes.
That's
yes.
right. Yeah.
But
doesn't.
Oh, go ahead.
No, doesn't look a day over 45.
Not a day over 70.
That's right.
Here we go.
No.
Read by Nature writes, Time Tunnel was on repeats over here in the UK when I was a kid. Always preferred it to Land of the Giants. And
you know what?
Says, I remember having Voyage coloring book back in the time. Always wanted a CV model, which I had one. And
I still
it was
want
one of my favorite model kits. It was about 2 feet, and I loved that model kit, man.
Wow.
By the way, hey, Mike.
Yeah.
You know,
I wasn't.
Nothing. You just wanted to
here
say
when
your
you
name.
came in. Oh,
okay. Hello, Martin.
Thank you.
I also wanted to let a lot of you fans out there know that for those of you who want to take your love of this to the next level and really match, well, almost Gary's level, there's a book called The Fantasy Worlds of Irwin Allen. Gerry and I have talked about this before. It is a big coffee table book. It has all of the information about the career and worlds of Irwin Allen himself, including information about Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, as well as all his other shows and films.
Yeah, because not long after this, he became the master of disaster.
Yep. By 1970, I think all his shows were off the air. And he needed to do something, and he decided to start work on just making movies. And films like The Poseidon Adventure, The Towering Inferno, just films that were just huge and had incredible casts. You know,
love those movies.
Oh, geez, I wish they would make something like that now. I think you could still do it practically if somebody had the balls to actually, go through with making a disaster movie practically with a lot of really major guest stars.
Did they do San Andreas, the earthquake thing? So they did,
They did, but that was just a rock movie. Just think of what would it have been like if you'd actually had additional actors in there of the same status.
Yep. Now, he did 3 more movies, lesser known. He did The Swarm.
Mm-hmm.
He did Beyond the Poseidon Adventure.
Ooh.
And he did When Time Ran Out, which I think that was another Paul Newman film, wasn't it?
I think
I
I'd have to look
vaguely
at it.
remember that.
Yeah, Paul Newman, William Holden, and Jacqueline Bisset.
Wow.
Jacqueline
Ernest
Bisset.
Borgnine's in it. And I'm a big Ernest Borgnine fan.
Ernest Borgnine?
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, that Irwin Allen book, I think, is running a little cheap right now. You can get that one, which is great for a coffee table book. I should know I have quite a few coffee table books, yeah, you should go ahead and get that if you really want to just go deep on your knowledge of Irwin Allen and your love of what he has produced. Because I'm telling you, the guy was just prolific. He had a lot more success than Gene Roddenberry did, even though I like Gerry, consider Star Trek to be the best of the sci-fi television shows of the 60s.
Star
Irwin
Trek's
Allen.
number 1. Number 2 is Twilight Zone.
Yes.
That did go into the 60s.
Mm-hmm. But Irwin Allen just knocked it out of the park with the amount of stuff that he was able to get made and get out there. And the guy knew how to do it. He spent, I think, everything that he spent, he put on the screen. Now, the thing with the film, The Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, was that Irwin Allen was able to save money on the television series by just reusing all the sets that he had actually boxed up from the film. Little known fact, David Hiddleston was actually approached to play Captain Lee Crane in the movie and turned it down because he didn't like the script. Only to, a few years later, actually play the part on the television series.
Huh.
You're talking about David Addison?
Yeah. Yeah, he was actually approached about being in the movie and turned it down because he didn't like
I
the
wish
script.
he'd been in the film. I would have loved that. Yeah, I like him. I brought up to Anima that he is also one of the few actors to reprise the role of playing Felix Leiter in a James Bond film.
Yes.
He played him twice.
And
he's in my favorite one, which is the Timothy Dalton Bond film.
License to Kill.
License to Kill. And they show what happened to Felix Leiter like it happened in the book, where the villain feeds part of him to a shark. And he survives it, just like he did in the film.
Yeah.
Max is saying goodbye.
Oh, bye, Mags. We love you. Thank
Good
you.
to see you, Mags.
See you, Mags.
Be on the funny pages over on X.
But Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea also, let's see, I also put some nice little facts in our private chat.
Yeah, I was looking at those. Let's go into that.
Okay. I call it just
Keith's murder board.
In honor of Gerry for today, I will call it Keith's murder
I
board.
named it his murder board when he starts putting information together.
The success of the feature film led to the 1964-68 ABC television series. And during the series run, the film storyline, the film's actual storyline was remade as a 1-hour episode written by William Welch and titled The Sky's on Fire. Other scenes from the film were also rewritten and incorporated into the television series. And I'm pretty sure they reused a lot of the effects to save money because the studio that actually produced the film also produced the television series, which also helped to save money across the board. Let's see. And then you have, there's also in 1961, Pyramid Books published a novelization of the film by science fiction writer Theodore Sturgeon, who had written not only for Twilight Zone, but was one of the main writers and, in my opinion, architects of Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek. The book went on to be reprinted several times during the 1960s. One of those reprintings with a picture of Richard Basehart and David Hedison on the cover, but the book is still based on the Walter Pidgeon film. Again, that's not something that kind of surprises me at all, because growing up, anybody who grew up in the era we did, reading novelizations was pretty much the best that we could do, because there wasn't video, there wasn't DVD, there wasn't anything. You either caught something on reruns or you missed it. So the only way to really extend it out was to read the novelization. And sometimes you'd have a lot of information packed into those stories that helped to expand the adventure, usually with stuff that was either the product of the imagination of the author of the novelization, or more often than not, just stuff that was not filmed in the original said script for either the film or certain episodic television shows. I think J. Michael Straczynski did it better with Babylon 5 in making sure that, on purpose, that when they made the books based on episodes of Babylon 5, to actually have it on purpose expand a lot more than what you saw in the episode, and use some of those novels to introduce fans to characters that they would yet to meet later on in the show. Let's see. And, of course, with Richard Basehart coming in as Admiral Nelson, Richard Basehart was one of the actors who, coming into this, I was a really, really big fan of. I really, after watching him in the Karamazov Brothers movie, which I got a chance to see, I'd say, still, I was kind of young to be watching the movie. But all I knew is it was Yul Brynner in a movie with Admiral Nelson and Captain Kirk. And playing the Karamazov Brothers. And it was a good film. If you've never seen it, dig it up, have fun with it. It's a well-acted film, but they're all Russian.
Very well acted, but badly directed.
Yeah. But Richard Basehart plays the middle brother. And Yul Brynner's the eldest brother of the family. And of course, Gerry had also remarked about David Hedison, who got a chance to not only just be a part of the Bond franchise, he did a lot of soap opera work in his later years. So some of you may recognize David Hedison from his work on various soap operas, I think in the 1980s. But I think that's about...
Now, he was, by the way, the only command officer on that show that actually served in the military.
Yes.
Because Basehart was 4F, and he wasn't able to serve. It means medically unfit for service. 4F. I'm not sure where they got it from, other than maybe it had 4 check blocks that if you don't pass them, it's like getting 4 Fs. 4 fails.
Really?
I'm assuming that that's what it's from. I'd have to look it up. I've never actually looked that up. But if you didn't pass a medical, you were called 4F.
Wow.
Happy birthday. I'm going to take off. Brothers, happy birthday.
And what day is that you're going to have Boone and Sarah on?
That's going to be this Wednesday coming up on Briefing with the Chief on KJR Radio. So this Wednesday. So,
man,
yeah.
If you're doing it on our channel, I'd jump in with you. But at least say hi to him for me, would you?
I will, and I'll see if he wants to. Well, you know what? The military stuff is yours. So, he was a cop, too. Did you know that, Boone? Was a cop at one point. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Hey, happy birthday, and take care.
Thanks, Chief.
I'll see you later, Chief.
See you, Chief.
Pleasure to meet you, Chief.
And I actually got to take off as well. It's getting to be about dinner time over here, so got to go finish making that. But happy birthday, man!
Does she walk through the house with a garbage can and a stick? Rattling it for you?
Pretty much.
You fucking Marines don't know how to eat until you hear a noise. You're like Pavlov's dogs.
Start drooling all over my keyboard. Which is what happens anyway. It's just a different type of drool this time.
Hey, I heard they've got a Marine Corps Happy Meal that comes with a full pack of crayons.
Hey, it took us a while, but we got there.
Bonus.
We got our people's recognition. But happy birthday, man!
What's your favorite color?
I like the blue ones. They taste like windows.
Oh.
All right, my brother. Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate it, dude. I'm so glad you're a part of what we're doing now on Military Monday. Also, we're going to be doing Dangerous Military Nerds soon, which I'm probably going to have Patrick brought up, Sarah and Dave Boone on again. And you can ask them questions about Benghazi. Anything you want to ask them.
Outstanding.
No guarantee they'll answer you, but Boone's a cool dude, man. He is just a cool, calm, collected dude. And Sarah's a sweetheart. She's funny as hell. But yeah, get going, Pope. Go get some food in you. And hey, look, I'm telling you, personal experience, nuke those crayons first. You shouldn't eat anything raw. You should never eat anything raw.
Well, I mean, sometimes you just got to go caveman on it. But
all right.
Thanks for having me, guys. I love you all.
You bet, buddy. I love you too, man. Take care, brother. Simplify. I need to put that video up.
To finish off David Hediston, he started 1992's Another World soap opera. He was Spencer Harrison. And then in 2004, he did The Young and the Restless and was there for 60 episodes as Arthur Hendricks. So that's what I got.
During the series,
yeah,
they had two separate designs. The first design, like I brought up, was the sub that was made for the film, which had the droopier wings on the side. They almost like dog ears. They hung down slightly, and still had the Stingray look. It had a different conning tower. It sat differently on top, and it had windows on it for the movie. There are windows on the conning tower. When they finally built the series version, the front end of the most noticeable change was the movie one had 2 rows of windows of 4, a total of 8 windows on the front. And the TV series altered that. They'd still screw up every once in a while. You'd catch footage from another version of the film model, and it'd have like 8 windows, and then it would cut back to the 4 window. And I saw that a few times where they screwed up in the edit. But the fact is, from season 2 on, it was pretty much that new sub. And it was more streamlined, more aerodynamic in design. And it really, I think, was a hotter model. And it's the one I got when I bought the model kit. I wanted the TV version, not the film version. So, Mike, did you ever watch the show?
I've seen the movie, but I've never watched the show.
You ought to sit down and I can give you a list of my own, but there are 2. IMDb's list is not bad for the top 10 best episodes of the series. But my list is actually like 13 long that I gave Anima because I included some other episodes in there, like The Werewolf, which is a great episode.
Yeah.
It's actually one of my favorite episodes of the entire series.
Wow.
Oh, so you're coming out. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Hey.
I'm so glad to hear it. Good
well,
for you.
It's your birthday, so, what a day to come out.
One of the big perks of being gay, I learned myself.
I know.
Is
sparkling
discount
like roses.
20% discount at Bed Bath & Beyond. But you're not allowed to buy a remote.
Oh, crap.
Zipper, thanks for asking.
Excellent.
And here you go. This is so you know, I am in the Rainbow Club.
Aw. So inclusive.
That's not CG, man. That's me.
Bob Iger would be proud.
Yep.
I sure do miss that little muscly arm boy.
Sure do. Oh, yes.
Yes.
I can't do the
So
whistle,
happy.
even though I got the gap. I got a
Sure
gap.
do,
Look at that. I
yes.
can't whistle.
So happy
Sure
all
get
the
your
time.
ass over here, you
My
stupid
buddy
son.
Mac, when we lived together, he'd walk up behind me and get right up behind my head, and he'd go,
Yeah.
"Where's the muscly arm paper boy?" And I go, "Oh."
Hey, Jess, you
I'll
smell
do
my
that.
finger.
You know what cracked me up is when the dog, because he goes, and then the dog goes, just
That's
like
right.
it. It's so freaky.
Just a little higher pitch. It's a little higher pitch. Like it's like
Oh man.
There
yeah.
were I don't know if you'd covered this before I came on, but there were 110 episodes of the series, 32 shot in black and white from 64 to 65, and 78
Back
filmed
when
in
a
color.
season was 32 episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first two seasons took place in the then future of the 1970s, and the final two seasons took place in the 1980s. And one final little thing here, it was, I remember even when this news hit, I got kind of excited, and then I heard nothing. But November of 2020, it was announced that Legendary
announced the
Entertainment was announcing a new version of the show.
Huh.
But that was back in 2020, and it is already 2024. So if we haven't heard anything by now, well, now given certain projects, it could still be something that is on the way, but chances are,
Everything died down after COVID.
yeah.
Yeah. True.
So there you go. That's from Keith's Murder Board. A semi-new feature here for
Murder Board.
Well, when we do
with Keith.
When we do these shows on Friday, we should have Keith's Murder Board about that season or show.
There we go. I'm liking that.
Neither did I, D-Bud. Watching it with Anima last night was the first time I'd watched it since I saw it when it first aired. And again, I want to bring up the fact that, yes, it's a were-Pekingese. It doesn't look like a werewolf. It looks like a were-Pekingese.
Wow.
I mean, even the real wolf, it looks cute. It doesn't look scary at all.
That is totally worth watching then.
You want to pet that fucking wolf.
Oh.
He's cute. Not scary at all, but I had fun with that episode.
Werewolf at Sea Land.
Well, you gotta understand, she's with Gerry. Of course, he's gonna find the werewolf cute.
Yeah, he's turning into one.
Uh,
He's all fluffy now.
Little Pekingese with an inferiority complex.
Wow. Look.
We're doing an AIDS show tomorrow, so it's okay.
My big question is, if each of us were in charge of the production of a brand new Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, who would you cast in the pivotal role of the Admiral? That's a good a good way to start. Who would you cast as the Admiral?
Jennifer Lawrence, because she has to do everything first. or Lizzo, because everything needs to be race swapped and gender swapped and needs to be inclusive and body positive. Exactly. She could be the great black whale that turned admiral.
Mike,
at a moment's
Mike,
notice.
we're looking for an admiral, not
a ballast.
Yeah, but it's huge admiral, and the only one I can think big enough would be Lizzo in that part because she's huge, just like an admiral. So just saying, just throwing out ideas would be awesome.
Okay, then let's go full Disney. Lizzo is the admiral, and the captain it would be Jack Black.
Oh no,
Pedro Pascal.
Okay.
Wow.
I would, no, no, no,
Wow.
no, speaking seriously, I would go for Carl Urban.
Really?
I can see that.
Oh yeah.
The Admiral.
Yeah.
I would have him play the
Yeah.
captain. I would
Yeah,
have him play the
I
Admiral.
would have him.
Yeah.
Well, he is older though. I mean, he looks good for his age, but
He's
he
younger
is
than
older.
me, so no, he's not. And he looks good
Okay.
for his age too. So
Yeah, he does.
absolutely,
He looks.
I would have him as the captain. He's too young for the Admiral. The Admiral needs to be closer to his 60s.
Christian Bale.
No, he would be bad, I think.
Imagine
I'm thinking-
him just barking orders with that growly voice. It was a joke.
For the Admiral,
I'll tell you what.
I'm thinking Sam Elliott.
There you go.
Too old. He's in his 70s, going to 80s. I would
Wow.
actually have somebody like Idris Elba's in the right age range for the Admiral. And he's one of those actors that I think would do amazing in a leadership role. I mean, if you've ever watched him in Luther.
True.
And I think Jonathan Nolan was attached to that, wasn't he? Voyage?
No, but I mean that would
No?
be that would be interesting if he were. That would be the kind of thing that I wouldn't mind Jonathan Nolan doing, which is Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Because it's an adventure show, is really what it is. And so you need you need to have somebody as your showrunner that can come up with different types of scripts and still be able to make the bottle shows to save a little money, where you could just do whole adventures just on the ship. You know, I would trust Jonathan Nolan to be able to do that. But my thing is, I would still wait another 3 or 4 years until Hollywood gets past this current crazy phase we're at, because I would not want to put one out right now. Given all that DEI money, which I hear is hard to turn down. Because if you accept the money, you're gonna have to make some major changes to what you're presenting, and I don't know, man. It just might be worth it to wait a few years.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just noticing that the Flash Gordon's Ajax attack ship looks so much like the Seaview.
It probably
about-
was loosely based on there.
How about Stephen Lang?
Oh, wow.
Lang is really good. Yeah, he'd be another
That's
Admiral Nelson.
Yeah.
You know what?
That'd be a good
He's
pick.
got the gravitas.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, I could buy him as being the tech genius behind all of this. Wow. So teaming him up
We could
with...
bring Roy Scheider back from the dead and have him play it too.
Oh, there we go.
You know what?
Yeah.
Here's what I would do, though. I would have Stephen Lang and team him up with Dylan O'Brien to play the captain.
That's a pretty good pick. Let's see. But who has the captain?
Carl Urban.
Well, I like Carl. I like Carl Urban, but I think Dylan O'Brien would.
What success here?
Wow.
From the bottom of the sea.
Yep.
Wow.
Tell us how you really feel, Sax.
Exactly.
Wow. And that is a good follow-up question. Yeah, who would you cast as the captain? So,
If Roy Scheider was alive, I'd probably pick him as a captain. But
who do we have here? Oh,
ooh!
Hey, happy birthday!
It
Fats!
is.
Hey.
That's Steven Seagal.
I'm just coming in
Yeah.
to say happy birthday and to tell you the comic relief sucks.
I know.
Oh,
Turn off your vibrate. Yes.
I'll put it in my pants where it belongs.
Oh, goody.
Yes.
And hello, everybody. I can't stay long since I am streaming, but happy birthday, Gary. And congrats on your book going well.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Sorry for interrupting your movie, but Martin sent an invite on Facebook, and I've already told people I don't use fucking Facebook.
but you're on the other groups on X, so you should have received an invite.
What other groups? There's only one. I'm just messing.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Have a great day, guys. Just drop it in. Give this man some money. It's his birthday. He needs to buy some Kleenex. Nice
Thanks, Steven.
You're welcome. Bye.
You rock, buddy.
Bye, man.
Bye, buddy.
Oh, man.
See you later.
How about as the captain, Jason O'Mara?
Ooh. Teaming
That
him
would
up
be
with
interesting.
Stephen Lang.
Yeah.
I also like Jason Isaacs.
You know what? Jason Isaacs playing the Admiral would be interesting.
Yeah.
He was the only thing that was good about Discovery when he was playing Lorca.
That's true.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do it as a series again, you might as well plan on at least getting a good 5 seasons out of it.
Right.
So whoever you cast, you're going to have to at least make sure, as someone that has experience on television, they have experience with visual effects. Jason Isaacs and O'Mara both have experience with television shows that utilize a lot of visual effects.
True. Oh, and you know what? Jason O'Mara and Stephen Lang worked pretty well together because I remember they were on a show together that was on Fox at Terra Nova. That was like back in 2011.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They worked pretty well together. So that wouldn't be too bad. That was a pretty good show. Man, I wish I went on.
That was.
It was. Stupid Fox.
Yeah, they ruined a lot of people's good times.
I know, right? Let's see.
Hey, Arwin is in the house.
Arwin!
Hi, Arwin.
Howdy, howdy.
Yeah, I've noticed. I think it's just me, but I've noticed that if Fat Steven Seagal shows up, Arwin's going to show up. I think she stalks him.
Well, I get a chance.
Hey, thank you, King Porcal.
Hey, King Porcal. I get a chance to listen to Arwen every so often. She's does a lot.
I
of
do
the
a show
morning
with her
stuff
on
with
Fridays
Loki.
sometimes.
Yeah, Arwen rocks.
Yep.
And Pacific. Okay, do it, you said. Okay.
Pacific
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Pacific 414.
Wow.
She's got the most contagious laugh on YouTube.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's sometimes on Loki's show with Snow on Fridays.
Yep.
And I'm going to get a nap today so I can actually join them tonight. 'Cause I cannot do this show and then stay up the rest of the night and do a show. I can't do it.
She's a ray of sunshine on an otherwise cloudy day.
I don't know how she's doing it, but she somehow manages to laugh and talk at the same time, and I'm fascinated by that.
That is pretty funny, isn't it?
It's crazy because she's laughing and speaking coherently.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you do that?
It's like she's double jointed vocally.
Oh my God.
Stop laughing at
What?
that. That was not
Admit-
funny.
That was funny.
No, sir. I don't like it.
I found it absolutely hilarious.
There you go.
Well, I mean, I would be interested in bringing back all of Irwin Allen's TV shows if I could find a way of connecting them all officially in one universe.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So far, we've only gotten reboots on Lost in Space, but I consider Voyage a better show.
Yeah,
a better written show.
Yeah. I think it would be interesting to try to weave a narrative if you were bringing back all those shows to create a way of creating one, universe out of all of it, starting with the Nelson Institute, and somehow connecting that to Lost in Space, Land of the Giants, and Time Tunnel. So
putting them all in the same universe.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Well, through the Nelson Institute. Connect them
I
all
like
through
that
the
idea.
Nelson Institute.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I could think of to connect them in a way that wouldn't be out of place. Just make it so that the Nelson Institute also helped with the program that was to launch the Jupiter 2.
I like that. That's a really good idea.
And then
By the
also,
way,
go ahead.
I finally got this uploaded. I just wanted to show you guys. This was the better of the intros for the series. We're going to get gigged on it. I'll pull it down on YouTube. Rumble won't bug us about it because they're fine.
Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, starring Richard Basehart, David Hedison, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
I'm going to tell you that flying sub was the best part of that show.
Yes, every kid I knew growing up loved the flying slug.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's my
Aurora and
So
Polar
much fun.
Lights both put out a model kit of it.
Well, Gary, I do have to go. Happy birthday again, brother.
Thank you,
sorry
buddy.
I can stay longer, but I did make it. I made it. A man
You
always
most
makes it.
certainly did, Ollie.
Man always
And we
makes
got to
his
wrap
mark.
up anyway.
Yeah.
So thanks for being here, man. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
no problem. No problem. Doing a YouTube bar crawl today. So I'm here, there, everywhere. Who knows? Might be hanging out with y'all at Snows later. Who knows? So with that stated, y'all have a good one, and God bless, and to many more, my good friend. Many more.
Thank you, Tony. I'll see you later, buddy.
Oh, you know it. Have a good one.
Have a good one, Tony.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Good to see you too, Keith. Good to see everybody.
Bye.
Oh, thank God he's gone. I do that to all you guys when you leave, just so you know. Oh, thank God he's gone.
Wow.
Now we can talk about him. No, he's a good dude, man. I like Tony Stark.
Well, again, I think
It was
you could do
inspired by it, but not quite.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
Sequest. Yeah. The talking dolphin. Oh, God.
Sequest was
Darwin.
fun, but yeah,
What was his name?
Darwin.
Yep,
Darwin.
Yeah.
Darwin.
Darwin. Need fish.
Real Wade Nation.
I know. I'm
Me
back.
hump other dolphin.
Yeah.
I just had to do something quick. Like, had to leave for a quick second. But anyways,
Well, we're getting ready to wrap up.
I know.
The show.
I figured that too. I'm just hopping from stream to stream today, besides when I get home. But anyways, Did you have a good
I've done
birthday?
that too, but I wouldn't brag about it. It's kind of gross.
Just like the back door.
Back
Gerry?
door streaming.
On it, underwater.
Yeah.
We used to joke as kids, don't cross the stream. No, we didn't. Although there was times like my brothers, we'd pee sword fight. It was funny.
I can imagine that.
Out in the yard. My mom would be
Nice.
yelling at us, stop it, put your penises away. We're like,
Wow.
no.
Yes,
Gerry
the art
would
of
be the
raising
one.
boys.
Gerry would be the one.
7 kids, man. 7 kids, and 4 of them are boys. So
Let me guess.
there was
This
shenanigans.
was this in the 80s?
80s.
No, it's 70s.
Yeah.
I
Or
remember.
No, I was gonna 70, but anyway.
Oh, you mean the series? It was the 60s.
No, I'm talking about out in the yard. What you were just talking about.
Oh, that would have been the late 60s, early 70s.
Anyway.
My mom. I'll tell you one funny incident. I love telling this story. My dad came walking in and saw that I was in the master bedroom, his mom's room, and I was on top of the mattress with my sister's Barbie Malibu Playhouse.
I see where this is going.
And I had my G.I. Joes and the Barbies out, and the Barbies were all naked, and G.I. Joe had his pants pulled down, and I was doing this with him against the Barbie doll.
As it
My
should
dad
be.
walked in and just watched me for a minute. He goes, what the hell are you doing, boy? And I turned to him and I said, G.I. Joe is raping and pillaging Barbie Dreamhouse.
What did he say?
And my dad looked at me like, what the fuck did he just say? And he realized I said raping and pillaging, but he knew what it meant. And he just stood there for a second, and then his eyes narrowed. And then he turned and leaned out of the door and yelled, Michael, get in here. My brother, who was always teaching me bad things. My middle brother, the one that was closest to an age, always teaching me naughty stuff I wasn't supposed to know and that I didn't understand. Like for a long time, I thought flipping a bird was sticking your hand out of a window and trying to hit a bird flying by.
Hey, the
That's
funny
what
thing
my
is,
brothers taught me. They taught me that because I heard them when we moved to California. I heard them talking about all the fairies, and I said, "Fairies where?" They said, "You can see them sometimes flying around in the park." So I'm looking around, dead serious. I was fucking dead serious, looking around for fairies. My brothers were jerks.
hey, I
My
never
favorite.
knew what the middle. I never knew what the middle, like the middle finger was till like not a while ago, but like years and years ago. But I was a good little kid.
I'm the youngest, and finally, the greatest prank that they ever played on me that I hated was when we were in Florida. We lived in Jacksonville on the swamps, and we had these bugs down there. Some people call them gilly nevers. Some people call them mayflies. They look like giant mosquitoes. We have them here in Missouri too. You'll see them flying around. They're loud and they're harmless. But my brother Mike and brother Jim told me, "Oh, you better be careful, Gerry, because one of those could drain a kid your size of all your blood at night. So you better make sure you're covered." This is the middle of the fucking summer in Florida.
Oh God!
And I'm sleeping with a wool blanket all the way head to toe because I was so scared of these fucking things. I'd wake up soaking wet from all the sweat. And later my dad told me, "Oh, your brother's just messing with you. Those aren't mosquitoes. You're fine." And I was just like, "Oh, I hate you."
By the way, we have a super chat from Mr. Tickletrunk.
Yeah, Mr. Tickletrunk. I'm reading it right now. $10 Canadian. Thank you, my dear friend. I'm really glad you put it. It's Gerry's birthday at the bottom in purple and purple outline on top of the pink so nobody can read it. Happy light, man. Hey. There it is.
Okay,
take it down.
yes.
Take it down. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
You got to
I
be
was like,
pretty
demon.
fucking blind not to be able to read that, but okay.
Yeah. Get your eyes
Or
checked.
colorblind.
So again, thank you, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Let's see. Happy birthday, you Sinos S so and so. Oh, and hey, Keith, panel, deeply appreciate it, brother. Let's see. What am I going to play for him? I got to play a video for him.
And that $10 Canadian is like $2 American.
Right now, Canadian money is garbage right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel bad for you guys.
I know.
Hey, comics.
Yo, Wade.
There we go. Here you go. This one's
There
for
we
you, Mr. Tickle Trunk.
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Wow. Classic skit.
He's.
And then this one is for you too.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
I like her. I like her.
Thank you again, Mr. Yeah, that's Dexter's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. From Dexter.
That's also Angel's sire.
Yes.
Hey,
Carla.
I gotta admit one thing: the cowbell thing you played before this last one. He's the best emperor for Dune. Am I wrong or am I right, Gary?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
By the way, we have this super chat.
Oh, yeah,
from
you thought of that.
Shinatsky.
Super chat from Shinatsky. $2 more than you deserve. Happy birthday.
And it's $1.99.
Not even $2.
My
You
God.
cheated me out of that 1 penny. No, I appreciate it.
Newman.
And then
Now you can buy a new kidney.
and for that one, you get this one, Shinatsky.
I'm just a caveman. Your world frightens and confuses me.
There you go. And one more for as they say on your birthday, one more to grow on.
So who are you, man? Shit!
I'm the party pooper.
Yeah.
What is that from, Gary?
That is from one of my favorite films, Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, no.
Detective Kimball.
I'm the party pooper.
I need to watch that movie again.
What is this? Just Gary just solved the nature versus nurture debate. Okay. Earwicks, I got to tell you really quick off of this one. I was terrified of them as a kid because we had them. And I saw an episode of The Night Gallery where this bug crawled into this guy's ear and laid eggs. And they ate their way out. They eat across from one ear to the other to get out. And I'm like, that episode gave me nightmares. And I started sleeping with cotton in my ears.
Oh, God.
No. And now you look, nightmare fuel, spiders nesting inside ears happens. So I'm going to stick with cotton in the ear, nicely to say.
Wow.
Recover. Oh, thank you.
Trilogy of Terror was my big one. I made the mistake of watching that before going to bed. And Trilogy of Terror was not the kind of thing little boys should be watching before you go to bed. So
Hey, I had a good podcast, Gary.
Okay.
It's the Dwight from The Office. Hold on, I'm blanking on the name of it. Give me a second to pull it up on my phone. It's Radio Rental. It's like it's a little like it's real like stuff happened, but I don't know how to explain it. Just give it a listen at some point. Some are better, creepier than others, but I've heard like 3 of them. So that's my new listening thing when I'm not doing videos.
Well,
It's an actual podcast.
Yeah, but it's the intro is the voice from Dwight. I can't think of his real life name, but you know who it is. I bet you would. Can't think of it, but anyways.
Dwight from The Office. Yeah.
Here,
I
I'll
am
look it
going
up.
to do something cool before we leave.
Rainn Wilson.
I'm going to play a new game.
Now I'm scared.
I'm going to play a new game this week.
Yeah.
All right. So, seeing that I'm the one who tells the most stories, I will come up with one here, and you have to decide if I'm telling the truth or if I am lying, if it's true or false. So, when I was 6 years old, my brother had just got his learner's permit and took us to Mexico and wasn't able to come back without my parents coming to get me.
That it?
That's it.
Why?
This would have been 1970.
Why?
And my brother just got his learner's permit, drove us down to Mexico, but weren't able, because he didn't have an ID that would allow it, to get us back into the States, and my parents had to come get us.
Wow.
I know my answer.
So it is now a poll up on YouTube. And you guys can decide up there if it's true or false. And you guys here can actually ask me questions to find out if this is a true story or if I'm lying.
What kind of car was it?
It was an old Duster.
No.
And the reason why your brother had to go to Mexico?
He had a learner's permit, which is not a photo ID. And we got into Mexico, but were unable to get back. They wouldn't let us get through the gate.
Wow.
Also, it didn't help that my brother kept making jokes with a Mexican accent. Do you want my sister?
Wow.
My sister is $25 around the world.
And which brother is this?
Michael.
The one next up to you? Okay.
Yeah. The one that I lost that died.
The one always playing the shenanigans on you.
That was always
That's
getting
one
me
word
into
for it.
trouble. Yes.
Yeah.
But he's also the one who taught me how to fight. So, decide. Does that sound believable? Or does that sound like bullshit?
I say bullshit.
Yeah, it sounds too boring to be a true Gerry story.
Yeah, I'm gonna say bull.
Keith?
Because
it's got to be unanimous.
I'll believe it. I'll believe it.
Uh-oh.
Sure, I can tell you my answer.
3
Gerry.
say no, 1 says yes. Wade?
No.
You're the tiebreaker. Not.
Why? Because how do you? I want to know. Maybe if you took the wrong turn, but going like, it just did not from the get go. Once you said, I'm like, yeah, maybe if you took a wrong turn and did it on accident, but why would they let you through? What? I'm like,
A lot of times going into Mexico wasn't that hard.
Oh, back. Wait, but what year was this?
Coming back through is more secure at the time. Do you guys remember the Duster? Do any of you guys remember the Duster?
No.
It's a pretty
Than
car.
all of you combined, probably.
It was a pretty car. It had that look of a Mustang. Trying to see if I can find a good photo of it. Here we go. Here we go. Just found one. This is not too far of what my brother's car looked like. Present share screen. So Wade still has not voted yet.
I did vote. I said lie.
Oh, lie. So majority says I'm lying. So how's it looking over on the thing?
55%.
It is
pretty good.
55% majority say false too. So the question is, am I lying? And I am. That never happened.
There we go.
Too boring.
I never went to Mexico until I was an adult.
I had a feeling.
So there you go. That was this
Gerry.
week's edition of. There you go.
He was
I will,
lying.
at the end of the show, a game, and I will tell a story, and you have to decide if that one's true or if it's bullshit. And if
I
other
like that game.
falls up, let them do it.
There we go.
I'd be glad. Hot seat and answer questions. So, why was your brother driving you into Mexico? He wanted to buy some weed. That would have been my answer.
Sell for parts.
It was 1970. Arizona weed was everywhere. So, but Tim thought it was true. And by the way, Tim is here. So, where's his video?
Ooh.
Oh my.
Wait. Not here.
Come on, Martin. Just give me your crap.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
So there you go. So that's it, guys. We're going to wrap up. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank especially the super chats that hit today. Some really nice ones. You guys are always so kind to us here. And it's so deeply appreciated. So let me get back in there and see. We had Joe's Atmosphere for $4.99 as a happy birthday wish. Another one from our dear friend D. Bud Martin with $20. Thank you, sir. Magitech Mags bought 5 memberships. And let's see, Magitech Mags then gave us a happy birthday wish for $25. Then Deleted Scenes stole the show with a $60 happy birthday wish.
Wow.
Very kind of you, my friend. And then our Muslim uncle with a $4.99. One, Mr. Tickle Trunk with Canadian 10, and Chinatsky with his cheap ass $1.99. Oh, $1.99. What a bargain. You get fortune cookie chopsticks, $1.99. It's an Eddie Murphy joke. Remember that? Eddie Murphy. That was from his first album. What was it? Eddie Murphy, not Raw. It was Eddie Murphy, comedian? No, not Delirious. It was comedian.
No, not Delirious. Yeah.
Keith, you're in-house black guy. Was it Eddie Murphy, comedian?
Well, I like how you put that. It's
our in-house black guy.
In case of black guy questions, break the glass. Stand back and wait for the cops. Just point to me, and the cops will do the rest.
It was comedian, right?
Oh God.
Yeah, comedian. It was
Delirious. Oh my God!
Comedian also had the Ed Norton, Ralph Cramden joke, and black people watching a movie, yelling at the screen, right? And Grandma, it's so cold in here, baby. It's so cold, baby. Why'd you put your dick in the water? Or why'd you dick in the sink? Why'd you put your dick in the sink? Fucking Eddie Murphy, man.
Kingsport have a question for you.
Actually, that was Delirious. That was Murphy
Delirious.
Yes,
Okay.
that was Delirious, yeah.
E. Clay Thomason gifted 5 Pop Culture Minefield memberships. So that's a lot of memberships being given out today. Deeply appreciated, E. Clay. Good dude. So I want to thank everybody for being here today. I want to thank Arwen. I want to thank E. Clay Tomlinson, Penny, Andy Morrow, Slasher Fred, Jordy Lyons, D. Bud Martin, Tim's Talk was here, our good buddy Tim. The Trek reviewer stopped in. Patrick Jordan, the chief, was here. Really good to see him. Lady V Elements, Gap After Dark, Dad Man Walking, Read by Nature. Let's see, Pat S, Zach's, my good buddy Kyle, War Monkey, and let's see, I'm going through them. Tom, of course. Sean Estep was here. Wolverine 626, Snow Dub, Stocks Bulletins was here. I didn't catch that. I missed that. Good to see you, Stocks. Glad you dropped by. Magitech Mags, Das Wolfen. Let's see. Deleted Scenes, get that one. Parrot Head, Your Muslim Uncle. Let's see. Vinkman's Girl was here. Monkey Jeeps, Funky Jeeps, thank you. Come again. I hope things are going good for you, buddy. You deserve some good coming your way. Let's see. R1 Avalon, of course, I mentioned. Kingsport Cal, Pacific 414, Mr. Tickle Trunk, FKHC 2005, also known as Tim. And I do want to show these again. Got some happy birthday wishes over. Scribelight sent this. Oh, wait, sorry. Scribelight sent this one over. And Parrot Head sent this one over.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. The blood on the Lego platform, it just sells it, in my opinion.
Why?
That is just so messed up, dude. That is so messed up.
Why?
No, what's really messed up is this says age 7 to 12 on that.
Does it say that?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He's just 7 to 12.
Right there. What the fuck?
Sorry, Gerry.
A movie I will never watch, or its sequels.
Thank you.
Dude, I just read the synopsis and that shit scared me for life.
Next Friday, we're going to be doing The Prisoner. Finally going to do it.
Patrick McGowan.
So that's the end of the show, guys. I hope everybody has a good Friday. Don't forget, you got a lot of shows coming up today. You got Comic Relief Crusaders, got his own show coming up. You also have Tom already did their show, but you've got Friday Night Tights and, of course, Doomcock's Friday Night Frolics coming up. And I hope everybody has a happy Friday, a safe Friday. And we will see you back here again tomorrow, I hope, with Tom and me doing Planet of the Apes from 1968. Going to have a lot of trivia on this one. So I hope you're and got your pockets ready to fill them full of trivia or pee or whatever. So,
Monkey feces.
Monkey feces.
Or
as I called them in high school, Reese's feces.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
You can't just eat one.
That's right. Got to catch them all.
All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks again, Keith. Thanks again, Mike. Thanks, Martin. Thanks, Wade, for dropping in. I want to thank all of my friends for stopping by today. And of course, Anima Confusa, love of my life. We're the fuck out of here. Have a great day.
Happy birthday.
It's a happy birthday.